beautiful. Oh, how pretty. Today it's, I'm not sure what's going on with the weather. I'm not. Good morning, magandang umaga, and welcome to today's episode of My PI Dream. Today is Friday, and it is build day 134. Yes, build day. Please. And today, the roof team is on site again, and they will be for many days to come forward. And I'm hoping that the weather pattern with this rain on and off and on and off, which is what we had all night long and this morning, I hope it won't interfere too much today with the roofing build, because we need to get that roof on. I expect. Good morning, Juliana.
Hello.
You want Juliana to be on my video today?
Yes.
So anyway, good morning, magandang umaga, and welcome to today's episode of My PI Dream. Today is Friday, right?
Yes.
Today's Friday.
Yes.
Today is Friday, and it is build day 134. Yes, build day 134 on the construction schedule out at FELIZ. And today my opening is going to be with Juliana and Lola.
Yes.
And Juliana's Lola here.
Yes. Good Friday.
Good Friday.
James, you are friendly. Yes.
Oh, salamat,
So
salamat.
friendly.
And-
so friendly.
And these are my friends out here that are they're always waiting on the bus. Who are you waiting on? Are you waiting on a jeepney, or are you waiting on a tricycle? What are you waiting on today?
Go with us in the wedding.
I'm going to the wedding party tonight.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. There.
Yeah. With Basil and Emma's, they're the
Yes,
daughter.
yes,
I will be there tonight.
Yes. We will also.
I will see you there tonight. I'm gonna try to get up a little
Yes.
early so I can.
You to go on?
Of course.
Good.
I eat
Adobo.
adobo,
Do you
atada,
like leche flan?
pancit.
Dessert?
Oh, leche flan's my favorite. Oh,
You tell to your wife.
I will. She knows. She knows.
She knows.
So anyway, what are we?
Gonna?
Yeah. I have to get out. I have to get out to work. I have
Yes.
to get out. So
Oh, you're so busy.
I am. So anyway, Juliana, I will see you later. Bye. Bye. See you later. Have a wonderful day. See you tomorrow. So anyway, that's the way my morning is every morning. You don't see that, but that's the way the morning is every morning here. And I apologize if the wind is blowing so hard. I'm trying to hide the wind. So anyway, today's schedule is the primary focus is the roof, plastering, and many other things. You'll see when we get out there, because I never know what's going on from a day-to-day basis. Hey guy, how are you? Hi. You are not barking, and I'm so happy I'm so happy you're not barking. Yeah. So anyway, I need to get the day started. So without further delay, let's get today's video underway. Good morning, Michelle.
Hi, good morning.
Oh, you have all new signs. These are brand new signs.
Yes.
Oh, and I'm going to say, since the handwriting is so good, you did all the handwriting
No,
on it.
May.
Oh, May did. I knew it had to be a woman, because a man cannot write that well. We just kind of scribble. We just kind of go with the flow. Well, it looks great. Well, tell May, give her 2 thumbs up from me on her signs here. These are great. Hey, Tess. I hear you back there. I hear you're busy. You're busy. You're always so busy. Always. All right. But are you going tonight? Over at Basil's. Basil. I'll see you there then. All right. Have a great day, guys. Good morning. Good morning. Hi.
Hi, good morning.
Dale. How are you today? Hi, guys.
Hi.
What's going on here? Up here. Oh.
James, remember our day
What day?
on the 4th of August?
The 4th of August.
Yeah.
The 4th of. Oh, am I? 4th of August.
Pancit,
On the
carbonara,
on the 4th? What's happening? Oh, something's happening on the 4th.
my son's 21st birthday.
You told me that. That's right. Oh, I don't want to forget you either. All right. All right. Did I get everybody? No, I don't think so. I think I got you
High five.
and you. All right. All right, guys. Okay, the 4th of August. I will put that on my calendar.
Afternoon, you go there.
I will be at Basile's and Emma's place tonight. I'll see you there tonight.
Okay.
Well, is it going to be at your house on August 4?
Yes.
August
I
4?
will wait for you.
Okay. Okay.
All right.
All right. I'll see you later. See you later, guys. Oh, I already have banana. Thank you. Oh, those are Sabah. Those are for cooking. Those are,
pesos.
yeah, those are for cooking. Let's see, what else do you have here? Ah. Let's see what else. Let's see what else you have here. I don't want Sabah because yeah, I like lakatan. You don't have lakatan. What else do you have here? Makano ito.
80.
Okay. How much? 25 pesos. 20. Oh, there's a 5.
Thank you.
25. Salamat. I don't really need this, but I like to help out the guys in the community. Good morning.
Where you going?
I'm going to work. Where's your umbrella? Where is your umbrella? You're gonna need an umbrella today. It's gonna rain.
Huh.
Do you have an umbrella in your purse?
Yes.
You do? Okay. Stay dry. Bye. Good morning. Hi.
Hi.
She knows. She looks right into the camera. Hi, sweetie.
Smile. Smile muna, smile, baby.
Yeah, that's okay. That's a good. She's so pretty.
Shy?
She's shy than most of us. She's got she got the happy face. I saw that. She's got a happy face. Good morning. My wife said to me last night, "Oh, I saw the picture. It looked like you were on the roof. Were you on the roof?" I'm like, "No, I wasn't on the roof." Cement mix. Yeah, I noticed we were like out of it, so good timing. Well, it is lunchtime. Everybody's on their lunch break, and I imagine in a few minutes everybody's going to be taking their siesta. So I'm going to take this opportunity to kind of walk through. It was really busy inside this morning. Plus we had that rain. We had a lot of rain, and the rain came down really heavy, and we probably lost maybe 1 hour worth of work, especially on the roof for doing the welding and things like that. So let's go ahead and take a quick look, since it's lunch break and it's kind of quiet, and hopefully they haven't started taking the siesta. Let's take a look, see what time it is. I'm afraid they they might be in siesta mode downstairs, but we'll walk through and see what we have. So anyway, let's look first on the first floor here. On the first floor, you see there was a lot of focus this morning on electrical. I don't know if I asked my builder, and he said the electrical guys are going to be here on Friday, which today is Friday. And this is one of the things I wanted them to address. Oh, and before I even go into that, what I want to speak about real quick is when you do the review of your drawings that you get from your architect, do a really good review. I thought I had done a really good review, but I missed several items on there. Case in point, what I missed when they did the let's see if we can look at the blueprints are actually right here. Let me open them up real fast. So let's see if we can't go over right to the electrical section inside of here. I don't remember which section it is, but for a case in point, we'll take a look. I don't know if it's on the front or the back. Okay, let's take a look what we have here, and this is the ground floor layout and the second floor lighting layout. One of the things that I missed here is you'll see all these little triangle things, like this little triangle here. That's a switch, a light switch on the wall. And let's look inside here. So you see in the dining room we have lots of lights. These are all can lights, and then we have like a chandelier kind of light that goes in the center here. And if you look, there's no place anywhere on the wall, anywhere inside there, that shows the light switch inside for the dining room. You have this switch over here, which I'm not really sure why that's on this side of the wall. I missed that, and this light switch should be on the other. So if you looked at yesterday's episode, you'll see that this outlet that's on this side right over here, it was on this side over here. And this is the cabinet. This is the cabinet right here for the microwave and for the oven. So that was in the wrong place. So they came out and they rerouted it, and it was very easy for them to do at this stage right here. So they rerouted it over there. And there was also something else that got missed, that I missed altogether. You see this hallway, and all these things seem to be on the first floor. You see the hallway right here. Here, the kitchen, the great room right here, kitchen, great room, and the hallway is back on that side that goes to the bedrooms. And you see there's a light switch right here for all the lights here inside the hallway. But there's no light switch here going into the hallway. You see there's nothing right here. So what I had to do is I got with my my electrician this morning. My builder was gone, but my electrician, he speaks English good enough to understand what I'm talking about. So when you go, this is going to be the entranceway right here. Kitchen, entranceway, there's going to be a wall here, ref is behind this little corner right here. And when you walk into the hallway, you need some way to turn on all these lights up here. So I asked them to do a two-way switch. We'll have a two-way switch, one right here, and then you'll walk through to the only one that we had defined inside our drawings, which is this one right here. So when you're going into either into this bedroom, or this bathroom, the two-way switch here will turn the light on or off as you're coming and going. But you have to have one at the entranceway and the exit all the time of any type of a hallway or any feature like that. So we took care of that. So those are two things that we knocked out. So something else that got missed, because we added the solar hot water heater maybe 2 months ago. Remember? That's a recent change. We were going to do in all the rooms, we were going to do the hot water heater device like we're putting in the CR down in the basement. And in the kitchen we were going to do the same thing. So we didn't allocate for the pipes. We didn't have the piping for the hot water that's coming. When we installed everything for that, for both the bathroom on the first floor and the second floor, we have the pipes inside there for the solar hot water heater. It's very easy to do. But the one in the kitchen we didn't have, and I asked my builder today, I said, you know what, I'm looking at the wall over here, and this is our cold water supply right here, and this is our drain where everything goes down from the sink. I said, but whoa, there's no hot water supply, and I would like to have hot water in the kitchen for washing dishes. It's always nice to have that. So what we have to do is we have to modify, and it's not that tough of a modification, because our hot water is coming from back on the other side. We can go through this area right here and we can hide everything. That's what's nice about having these beams up here, because on both sides you have all this area that's open, and then we can bring it down here and we can add on to this. But these things, if you're not here on site, of course if you're not here on site you wouldn't be making all the changes like I do probably, unless you're doing it from long distance. And then can you imagine the nightmare trying to do the coordination if you don't see everything right in front of you staring you in the face? So we took care of that, and that will be taken care of as well. And that will happen every now and then. You will see situations, and you can correct it on the spot, usually before it gets along too far. Like for here, here's another instance right here. This is going to be the ref right here. We're going to move this water outlet, this water feature that connects to the back. That's why they left this hole inside here. We're going to dig it up, and we're going to reset the pipe about another 6 inches inside this way, because we moved the wall. And you're probably saying, James, why did you move the wall? Well, I'll tell you why we moved the wall, because the hallway was too small. When we built the plans for this house, I don't know if I discussed about farm lots. I think I did. I think probably did several times. But when you build a house on a farm lot, it's like an agricultural lot, and you get a reduced tax assessment because you're doing farming on your lot. And that's the way it was years and years and years ago, and they continue to do that and afford that to people who are building houses on lots that are using it for agricultural means. And that's what everybody in here does. That they build to have. You've seen the gardens inside this subdivision. So anyway, let's get back to the point. And the point is that this house had to be it cannot be more than 25% of the footprint of the entire lot. Well, the original design of this house was much more than 25%, or the size that it is right now. And what we had to do, we had to scale it. And when we scaled it, of course, walls come in from side to side, front to back. Sometimes ceiling heights come down. Sometimes things like hallways get shrunk, and that's what happened here. This hallway got shrunk right here. And to mitigate this, I worked with my builder. I said, what we're going to do is, so that we have a standard size hallway right here, let's move this wall in just a little bit, even though we're taking a little bit of our kitchen space, but not much more, because we're using 4-inch concrete hollow blocks. He originally was going to do 5. And to hide this pipe, which is the pipe from the toilet up on the second floor, we're going to make a very nice, this is going to be a lot thicker, but it's only going to be an entranceway, not the hallway itself. We're going to make this stick out a little further. We're going to make it match with this. So we're going to bring this column out a little further, and then we're going to make a nice arch in the top right here, and it will be like a nice entranceway that will introduce you into the living space where the bedrooms and the CR, the bathroom, is inside this area. But we're not going to do it on this side over here. This side is going to remain the full size. It will only be that section right there. This will be fully open, so you'll see we'll have a standard size hallway, and that's how we achieved that. Siesta time. Alright, so that, I didn't want to disturb those guys down there. So for what was done inside the basement, you saw a lot of skim coat on the roof, on the ceiling, I mean. And then you saw we had some masonry work done on the back with concrete hollow blocks for the stairs. And that was mainly what's going on down there right now. And then of course up on the roof, continuing to do the truss work. Oh, and one more thing. Look up there. That was not there yesterday. So now we have the arched concrete hollow block build for the wall that goes from the master bedroom up to the apex of the roof line. That's this one over here. And they will continue to do that. We have that in several places. It'll be done on the west side of the building, and I'm not sure where else, but I know those are the main places. Hot water for the kitchen. So you want to know how to make your wife happy? I hope this is going to make my wife happy. I was in the laundry room inside here, and of course, the laundry room isn't going to be the happiest place in the house, but it's a utilitarian kind of a place where you need to get things done. And I got to thinking, oh, every time I see a space, anytime I see space anywhere, I think, what would fit inside this space that we could actually use and you can utilize every nook and cranny? Well, I looked at this one right here, and this is the doorway come in. Remember the window that wasn't a window, that is a window, and then we have the door right here, and then the door frame will go in here, but we have the space. I didn't think about this space right here, and I thought, you know what would be great for this? And I said to myself, my wife would love to have a drop-down ironing board inside the laundry room instead of bringing like in our home right now we have a loft on the second floor, and then she takes the ironing board out of the closet and she brings it inside the loft and she sets it up, and that's our ironing solution there. But here in the laundry room, I said we could put a board here. So what we would do, we would have a hinge here, and the board will fold up. It'll fold up, and then it will lay down. There'll be the leg, and I can make one myself. I can do the modification of a regular ironing board. Then I asked my builder, I said, let's put a plug receptacle right here for power. We could plug inside there and do the ironing on the ironing board. And when we're done, fold it back up and lock it to the wall. You think my wife's gonna like that one? You wanna see anti-smoking light switch? Well, anyway, it is 4:55. It's almost time for everybody to get up, but everybody's kind of breaking just a little bit early today, just a few minutes early. And it's been a busy day, and the weather has been absolutely horrible here today. Let me go inside. We're going to do the wrap up, but we have to go inside because the wind has been blowing, and I know it's wreaking havoc on this microphone. So let's go inside. In the dining room area, so let's look at what we actually got accomplished today. I know I'm going to miss. There's been so much gone. This has been one of those great days, even though the weather has been absolutely horrible. And but we got so much accomplished today. And being here on site actually helped out a lot when it came to finding things and identifying things that we need to be prepared for later on, and that we made the corrections for today. Today, case in point, was when I talked about this light switch inside the dining room, and we've got the plaster done here. This whole wall's been plastered. There was no plaster hardly at all on this wall, remember, when we started today, and this is the backsplash area of the kitchen area. So we got all this done. There was no wall here. There was nothing there this morning. We now have the defining area of the back area of the refrigerator, the ref, and what I did, oh, something else my wife is going to be very happy about. I know she's going to love this idea. And what do you think? What was going to happen right here, this was the pantry right here, and that was going to be the refrigerator, and there was going to be a countertop that went right here, and there's going to be a plug in the wall, so you could set either a coffee maker, or you could put charge your iPad or charge your iPhone right there, and maybe a cabinet up here and just a stool that went underneath here. But instead of that, since we're so limited in here, we have some cabinet space up here, and we have the cupboard right here, or the pantry, but you can always use space inside your kitchen for food and things like that. So for this area right here, since it's only going to be from about here to about here, I'm going to have the cabinet maker make the custom cabinets that has the pull-out, the pull-out pantry, that has all the shelves inside there. So you'll pull it out this way, and you'll have all this kind of stuff. Then you push it back inside. And I talked with my builder today, and we're trying to measure to see what we can do. If we have any room left over in this space right here, we're going to also make some shelves inside there with a plug. So if you wanted to set your iPad or iPhone inside there as well, multiple shelves in there for other type of storage. We're going to see. I have to go down to the appliance store. I need to measure refrigerators. I have to see how much room we have in there. But I think my wife is going to love the pull-out pantry that's going to be very tall inside this area. When we were over at David's house, remember David and Rhea over at Mount Malariah, they have that inside, and that's one of the most used pantries, space that they have inside their house. Let's also look back here, see what's gone on in this area back here. Not only do we have the back of the wall here for the kitchen, but we define this one. Remember I talked earlier about this. We're going to use this space in the laundry room. We're going to use this for the drop-down ironing board. So this is going to be a drop-down ironing board, and we're going to have electrical outlet. So this wall got put up here. Let's go look. And I told my builder, I said, what's the size of this? I said, we got to fit a washing machine through here. Let's make sure. So when I go to measure the refrigerators, I also got to measure washing machines, so that in case we have to trim this area right here. I don't think hardly anything was done back here. I could be mistaken. No, I think this was left alone. We're expecting this wall to be done at a later time. And you remember this guy down here, that was yesterday. This wall got plastered back here, and this is the back wall, the continuation on the kitchen back wall. So the plaster got down here. Let's go down in the basement real quick. So in the basement, you know what we did today? They had all to do with, oh, this whole thing's done. Remember we came early and it was just bits and pieces? And this is the first coat of the skim coat. So, you notice the basement, even though it's dark outside, it's starting to get lighter because of the light color of the skim coat, which indicates we have to finish it with a light color. And it's probably going to be like a light sand color, something that looks a little Mediterranean or earthy, earth tones kind of things. So we got that done. They also worked, I believe early when I came in early this morning, they were working on all this area right here for the wall to close this in. Remember, on this side and the opposite side of the stairwell, that is the outside facing, which is on the north side of the house. Oh, I didn't even see this. I don't know when they did this, but this part is down here. So they're slowly getting all the first layer of skim coat on all the walls and the ceilings inside the basement. And of course, you know, on this roof, we did the 360-degree drone shot today. Trusses are all going up, all of the metal work on the roof, and you see we actually had some really good progress on that as well. So let's see if we can walk out front, because a lot of plaster work got done on the front of the house today. The wind might be too much, but if it is, then we'll try to edit it. And you can see plaster coat everywhere on the front of the house. So we are slowly closing up the main plaster coat on the front before any type of secondary coat gets on here. So all of this done. You can see what they did today over here, as well as we're closing in the concrete hollow block around the main stairway going up to the front porch. So lots of work done today. And of course electrical, there was electrical done. Oh, and I forgot, and we got the hot water. Remember, we have the hot water connection inside here, and it's running up through there, and it comes out the other side. They will make the connection as long as they get, and that's this area right here, and they'll route this nice and pretty. I don't know how they'll do that, but they'll make it. It will be hidden up underneath the drop-down ceiling. So that's what we did today, and I'm sure I missed stuff. Well, I'm going to close out here because I think today's going to be a long episode, and I don't want it to be too long. So anyway, if you enjoyed today's video, if you found it the least bit informative, if you found it the least bit entertaining, please give me a thumbs up. Please share, and if you have not subscribed, just click on that little My PI Dream heart in the bottom right hand of your screen, and you will be subscribed, and you will get the notifications each time I upload a new video. On a side note, as you know, I am a content creator on YouTube, and I just found out some neat things about monetization and things like that. So sometimes you will see ads at the beginning of the episodes. If you do click on those, or you do watch the ads, it helps generate revenue for the content provider, which is me, and that helps me offset my costs, like when I buy the camera here, or I buy the drone, or when I make charitable contributions to the people in the community. So this way, if you want to help contribute to this channel, instead of hitting the skip button on there, if you just watch it and go through the ad that's on there, it will help me to help my community and help keep this program alive. So I'd appreciate the help and thank you to all the subscribers who have been so loyal for this channel. So I'm going to close for now, and tomorrow is going to be Saturday, and it's going to be build day 135. Wow, build day 135 on the construction schedule here on Villa FELIZ. So until tomorrow, you have a wonderful day.